Welcome to a journey through the life of one of England's most infamous and complex monarchs, Mary I, also known as Bloody Mary. From her turbulent childhood and rise to the throne to her controversial reign, Mary's story is filled with drama, tragedy, and political intrigue. Join us as we explore the life of the first queen to rule England in her own right and uncover some astonishing facts about her time as queen. So hello all, I am AI Bobby, a time traveler, and I will be navigating you through the world of untold stories, so welcome aboard to the Untold Stories. Please do click on the subscribe button for more such untold stories. Mary Tudor was born on February 18, 1516, at Greenwich Palace, the only surviving child of King Henry VIII and his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. As the daughter of the King of England and a Spanish princess, Mary's early life was marked by high expectations and royal privilege. She was well educated, fluent in Latin and French, and known for her musical talents. Mary's childhood took a dramatic turn when her father, Henry VIII, sought to annul his marriage to Catherine in order to marry Anne Boleyn. The subsequent separation and the establishment of the Church of England isolated Mary from her mother and stripped her of her title as princess. She was declared illegitimate and forced to serve as a lady-in-waiting to her half-sister Elizabeth, Anne Boleyn's daughter. Mary's devout Catholic faith, instilled by her mother, played a significant role in her life. Despite her father's break with the Catholic Church, Mary remained steadfast in her religious beliefs. Her relationship with Henry VIII was strained, but she was eventually reconciled with him in the later years of his reign. Although she never regained her status as a legitimate heir, Henry VIII's death in 1547 led to a succession crisis. His only son, Edward VI, ascended to the throne at the age of 9. During Edward's reign, England experienced further Protestant reforms, which Mary opposed vehemently. Edward's premature death in 1553 triggered a power struggle. Although Edward had tried to exclude her from the line of succession in favor of Lady Jane Grey, Mary gathered support and claimed her rightful place as queen. On July 19, 1553, Mary was proclaimed queen to widespread public support. Her ascension marked the first time a woman ruled England in her own right, a significant milestone in the country's history. However, her reign would soon be marked by efforts to restore Catholicism and her harsh persecution of Protestants, earning her the infamous nickname, Bloody Mary. One of Mary's primary goals as queen was to restore Catholicism in England. She married Philip II of Spain, a union that aimed to strengthen ties with Catholic Europe but was deeply unpopular among her subjects. The marriage produced no heirs, further complicating her legacy. Mary's religious policies were strict and uncompromising. Determined to reverse the Protestant reforms of her predecessors, she reinstated Catholic practices and repealed Protestant legislation. This led to the Marian persecutions, where over 280 Protestant dissenters, including notable figures like Archbishop Thomas Cranmer, were burned at the stake for heresy. These brutal acts of repression were intended to solidify Catholicism but ultimately had the opposite effect. The executions horrified the public and strengthened Protestant resolve. The moniker, Bloody Mary, was coined to describe her ruthless efforts to enforce religious conformity, and her reign became synonymous with intolerance and cruelty. Mary's reign was plagued by challenges beyond religious strife. England faced economic difficulties, including inflation and harvest failures, leading to widespread hardship. Mary's foreign policy, driven by her marriage to Philip, involved England in costly wars that strained the treasury and resulted in the loss of Calais, England's last possession in France. Mary's personal life was marked by sorrow and disappointment. Her marriage to Philip was politically motivated, and the couple spent much of their time apart. Mary's deep desire for an heir led to several false pregnancies, which not only caused her immense emotional pain but also undermined her credibility and stability as a monarch. Mary's health deteriorated over time, and she became increasingly isolated and unpopular. The strain of her efforts to restore Catholicism, coupled with the personal and political failures of her reign, took a toll on her well-being. She died on November 17, 1558, at the age of 42, leaving the throne to her half-sister Elizabeth, who would go on to reign as one of England's greatest monarchs. Mary's life and reign are filled with intriguing and sometimes bizarre facts. For instance, her false pregnancies, which were likely due to a medical condition or psychological factors, were a source of great speculation and embarrassment. These phantom pregnancies highlight the intense pressure she felt to produce an heir and secure the Tudor dynasty. Another fascinating aspect of Mary's reign is her marriage to Philip II of Spain. Despite the political alliance, Their relationship was far from ideal. Philip spent much of their marriage abroad, and their union was deeply unpopular among the English people, who feared Spanish influence and dominance. Mary was known for her devout Catholic faith and her strict observance of religious rituals. She believed that her mission to restore Catholicism was divinely ordained, a conviction that drove her harsh persecution of Protestants. Her unwavering commitment to her faith, despite its unpopularity, is both a testament to her resolve and a source of her notoriety. Mary's efforts to restore Catholicism extended beyond religious persecution. She revived the heresy laws, reintroduced Latin Mass, and attempted to rebuild monastic institutions dissolved by her father. These actions were met with resistance and contributed to the growing divide between Catholics and Protestants in England. One of the most surprising facts about Mary is that, despite her harsh reputation, she was also known for her acts of charity and kindness. She provided alms to the poor, supported hospitals, and was personally involved in charitable activities. This duality in her character makes her a complex and multifaceted historical figure. Mary's legacy is one of profound complexity. While her reign is often remembered for its brutal religious persecution, her determination to restore Catholicism and her role as the first reigning Queen of England are significant aspects of her legacy. Her actions set the stage for the religious conflicts that would continue to shape English history. Mary's efforts to reverse the Protestant Reformation were ultimately unsuccessful, but they had a lasting impact on the religious landscape of England. Her reign highlighted the deep divisions within the country and the challenges of enforcing religious conformity. The persecution she instigated strengthened the resolve of English Protestants and set the stage for the Elizabethan religious settlement. Mary's life story also sheds light on the challenges faced by female rulers in a patriarchal society. Her struggles to assert her authority and secure her legacy were compounded by her gender, and her experiences paved the way for future queens like her sister Elizabeth I. Despite the controversy surrounding her reign, Mary's determination, resilience, and unwavering faith are aspects of her character that deserve recognition. Her story is a reminder of the complexities of history and the multifaceted nature of human leadership. The life of Mary I, or Bloody Mary, is a tale of ambition, faith, and tragedy. As the first queen to rule England in her own right, her reign was marked by efforts to restore Catholicism and the harsh persecution of heretics, earning her a notorious place in history. Yet, her story is also one of resilience and the challenges of female leadership in a male-dominated world. Thank you for being patient listeners. This is signing off. AI Bobby, from The Untold Stories. For more such informative, untold stories, subscribe our channel. For you it's just a click of the button, and no loss. But for us it is an encouragement to keep telling you untold stories. Thank you.